I've been asked to do this very, very quickly, so I won't take too much time. But here's a great thing about this panel. We didn't curate it that way, and I was actually made aware very late in the event flow. All of these three gentlemen, they are founders and CEOs of certain companies. Will go through that. There is one common thing between all of them. They're all WebEngage customers. So please cheer for that, cheer for WebEngage, and cheer for their companies. I would love them to talk about what is it that they do and their own business. But allow me a quick sort of 2 minute to introduce everybody. So I will go with Speero first. This is on my left, Abdullah Bin Shamlan. He's the founder of Speero. And I'll let Abdullah explain what Speero does after that. But it's a leading car auto parts and service marketplace. 1.5 million downloads. Wow, we didn't make a mistake, right? 1.5 million downloads. That's a great number, and 1 million users. Of course, he's an early adapter of WebEngage. In fact, a very early adapter. Abdullah, when did you first use WebEngage?
I think we were one of the earliest
Very early
customers. Adi could confirm here.
Adi's a bad guy. It's just, he sells to everybody.
I think we're one of the earliest adapters.
Right. Abdullah's expertise lies in SaaS and B2B marketplaces, growth and venture capital, venture building. He's also an investor. I'm assuming an angel investor. Oh, okay. We'd love to know about that too. And he's an advisor to a lot of Saudi startups. Collectively, those startups have raised $20 million in total and, achieved several hundred million revenue in scale. So yes, Abdullah has been around, and we'd love to sort of learn from his experiences here. That gets me to Abdulrahman. Thank you so much for joining us today. So Abdul is the co-founder and CEO of Moya App. And I'll let Abdul explain what Moya App is. But yes, he's been around for a very long time, 10 years of entrepreneurship. That's a very long time. Yes, I thought I was the only one hanging around.
Yeah, it's not just for Moya App. I have been.
You have been with other businesses. Absolutely. Abdul is also a business consultant in the Dammam Valley Accelerator, and he's a growth consultant for King Faisal University of Entrepreneurship. So a lot of his experiences get shared there, and he's also a member of Information Communication Technology of the Shrakia Chamber. Abdul, thank you so much for joining us. And finally, Obaid Al-Enazi, thank you so much. Obaid is the CEO of Mr. Mandoob, and he is an MBA with a stellar record of working at top global companies, including the likes of Citibank, Mobily, and Habib Healthcare. You've also worked in UAE. And here as well, yeah. He has held leadership positions in the Hunger Station, and now he leads growth and expansion for Mr. Mandoob as the CEO of the company. Obaid, thank you once again. And thanks to all of you for being WebEngage customers. And it's a pleasure hosting you here. So, before I get to the questions, I have a few for each one of you. But it'll be very interesting to sort of have it hear from you. What is it the company does? And what is the problem that you're trying to solve for? Please, you can start.
Hi, everyone. And thank you, Avlesh, and your team. You're an amazing team, actually, for having this. It's a level up from last year.
It's not every day that we're here, so thank you so much. Thank you, Abdullah.
So Speero is basically a B2C marketplace. We're purely 100% a consumer app that is SaaS enabled. We help customers explore spare car parts, they buy it, and we offer also some car services related to the consumer. We are basically a marketplace, kind of SaaS enabled. We also build the SaaS for repair shops to digitize their workflows, to add more sales to them, and accordingly to help digitize the automotive after sales problem in Saudi.
Understood. Okay, cool. Abdul, how about you?
We are in Moya App. Moya App is Moya in Arabic is water. So we are an online water and beverages market. We see the market size of Saudi in the beverages and water is very big, and it is not organized. That's why we see the problem in this market. And the size of only drinking water in Saudi is more than 10 billion riyal.
Wow.
Yes, the size of market. Yeah, that's why we do believe this is a good opportunity, but we do believe that we need to penetrate the market with a very good solution for this issue, for this problem, is delivering the water to the houses. It is the model of delivering water is have a different challenges than other items.
What is the fundamental difference?
It's like a heavy duty items, and it's very high demanded. It is kind of scheduled.
And I'm assuming quick delivery, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People
Yep.
demand that,
Yep.
right? Okay. Fair enough. Obaid, very quickly about Mr. Mandoob.
Yeah, salam to all. Thank you. Thanks for this invitation, And Mr. Mandoob, we are delivery company in e-commerce sector, which is dynamic and sensitive. We are completing now 3 years in the market.
Nice.
We are succeed to operate, in Egypt recently. So the market size in delivery field in KSA is 520 on daily basis. Our market size is going up. We are providing 6 services today within one app. And Mr. Mandoob, we are not food delivery. We are super app because we are providing a storage delivery, parcels, truck, and gas services, as well enter the city and e-car. So our, business is coming with competition. As you know, the behavior of the customers has been changed before Corona and after Corona.
Right.
So one of our target as well to operate in third country, we are looking at GCC country as well. So thanks for this opportunity, and we hope to add value to all attendants and colleagues.
No, thank you for joining us, Obaid. And let me sort of put the question to you. Because you mentioning all these behavioral challenges and shifts in behavior from a user standpoint, compared to how it was before COVID and now, what's your approach, general approach towards the user engagement as a strategy? How do you and team thinks about acquiring new users versus focusing more on retaining the existing ones? What's been the general mental model? How does the team approach this?
Yeah, as I told you, in delivery field, the competition is high.
Right.
So in Mr. Mandoob, we have one big values because we are not, increase or adding a commission in the product. So our price is equal to the store price.
Right.
And this is what advantage and focusing on it internally. So once you succeed with main objective and clear objective, you will targeting the retention and increase with acquisition. Actually, in Mr. Mandoob, based on our, capability, we are covering all cities in Saudi Arabia. So and based on our values, the retention on daily basis, we reach between 70 and 75 number and total of orders. But the acquisition also is important. Still, we are facing a challenge based on the competition in the market. But I think we are succeeding because the number of download, we reach 8 million from the launching date up to date.
Very helpful. Okay, so no, I totally correlate. Abdul, because there's so much entrepreneurship in your journey all throughout. I really like to sort of understand this. What was that moment for you, that eureka aha moment when you decided to plunge yourself into the world of entrepreneurship and decided to build something on your own? How did that happen? And why did that happen? I regret it all the time. If given a choice, I would go 12 years back, undo and reset and work for some other company. It's a lot more peaceful. Why did you decide?
Why I decide
To do your own thing,
Yeah,
yes.
look, I feel myself that I am entrepreneurship from the beginning. That
But all the hardships that come with it,
all that.
all the hardships, all the
Yes,
difficulties.
it's very difficult.
Yes.
Actually, sometimes you feel disappointed with some obstacle that you feel that why
Absolutely,
I'm
all
not
the time.
why I'm not back employees like before. I'm happy and everything was good. But when you see the numbers of growth, when you see the opportunities, when you see the potential, when you see that. One of the things that I think it is very important that how can you time by time, like at least one a year that you go and check your business model, how this business model is very, very helpful. Is it good? Can we enhance this business model to be closer to your customer, or yeah, increase your sales? When we start, I remember that the first month that our sales was not more than 2,000 real in the first month. Now we reach more than 3 million, 3 million and a half a month.
Brilliant.
So yes,
Congratulations, by
yes,
the way. That's a great number.
in only three years and a half. Is there a potential? Yes, but you need to keep go and check your business model. As I said, can you enhance? Can you use other people's assets? This is what we are doing. Myself, I do believe that if you have a bigger margin, if your product has a bigger margin, it will make your life easier that to keep going and improve your.
So that drive to continue to grow and find more opportunities, right? I do relate to that though. So yes, I agree.
And also, I do believe myself, if you have a good product, has a good retention rate for your customer, it will be helpful for you to sustain and to keep going.
Absolutely.
Because I do believe these days, as our colleague said, it is one of the challenges now in the market is how can you have how can you improve your acquisition rate in the market? It's very competitive. How at the other side, this is what of our partnership with you is how can we improve the retention rate for our customer? How can we help them? How can we enhance this relationship?
No, we'll get to that topic very quickly because I want quick views from each one of you. But before I do that, Abdullah, same question for you. You've been doing this for a very long time. How's been the entrepreneurial journey for you? Why did you start, and how's the journey been?
I think we're all marketeers here, and we're all obsessed with growth and with solving customer problems. So the major drive for me back then, I used to work also. I have kind of the same journey with Obaid here. I used to work with Hunger Station. It was at scale stage.
Okay.
And I was assessing different markets with certain characteristics. So basically 2 characteristics: a bigger problem to solve, so I could dive in for the next 10 years of my life, and an even bigger market.
Very interesting. Absolutely.
Yeah. One day I have pain point with my own car. It was actually, it was broken, and the parts were with a supplier I used to work with. He's my close friend. So I faced a challenge to convince that supplier only to get me the prices and then deliver those parts to the repair shop that is pretty much close to him.
Yeah.
So this was a major point.
Discovering the problem that way, Abdullah, I think it's a great way to discover the problem. But I think the constant challenge always is how big this problem is. How many people have the same problem?
Yeah, this goes back to my same to the same characteristic I told you about.
Estimating, right?
You have to look for a really big market to disrupt.
Yeah.
And then you have to be realistic with the size of the problem, not just go in an emotional.
That's a great advice for anybody who wants to be an entrepreneur anywhere in the world. I think a lot of times we get too emotionally carried away by the idea, which does not mean anything in the long run. No, great. And let me start this question with you. You guys have been in the ecosystem for a very long time. What's your view of how things are changing? Things are changing very rapidly, and this is thanks to the Crown Prince and the vision that he has about the economy. But I'm sure there are other macro environments, macro reasons why things are moving so quickly. What's your vision of where all of this is in the next 5 years?
I think no one have imagined 5 years ago that the ecosystem in Saudi would be as it is today.
No, India, our population will double. It's just at least that much we know. But
yeah, so I think we're super happy with how the government support that have evolved this ecosystem. I think within 5 years, my own imagination is I envision different ecosystem in different cities, not only in Riyadh. I imagine some ecosystem with the industrial areas, another ecosystem perhaps in NEOM. In terms of regulations, I imagine some legal infrastructure getting better, where international entrepreneurs such as yours will not only set up their branches, but perhaps set up their main head offices, and of course we'll see several IPOs. Additionally, I think in 5 years we'll see a different trend of technologies. As of today, the trend is in Saudi was purely fintech. It was consumer apps. It was undigitized market being digitized. So
Correct.
it's
That's
more
right.
about the consumer. I think down the road, 5 years from now, we'll see renewable energies, we'll see AI, we'll see those blockchain technologies,
Sure.
let's say, getting in front
Sure.
of the trend.
Yeah.
That's how I envision.
Just in terms of the
Yes.
startup ecosystem, you continue
Yes.
to see it.
But all of that, of course, will lead to more entrepreneurs coming,
Right.
coming to the market,
Yeah.
both locally, internationally, and we'll see more exciting ideas that sees light.
Sure. Abdul, quick views on this one. How do you see the market shaping up in general?
I do believe the market is myself in my side. There is very organic growth at 9% a year, which is very good. At the other side, that as I told you, there is a good, very huge black market in our business. It is the government and the vision is helping us to like take a very good market share of this business.
Okay.
And as I told you, the black market in our business is very huge.
Yep.
It's almost more than 30%. Can you imagine in
Wow.
Saudi? So reorganizing the market and restructure the model in Saudi with the vision, it's helping us to grow and grow in this business. And this
But
side.
is that an opportunity? I'm assuming that the government would want to change that black market situation,
Yes.
right? Via regulations and other enforcement,
Yes.
which will mean bigger opportunities, especially for Moya, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So that excites you about the future. Obaid, how does things at Mandoob look like? What's your vision for the next 5 years, especially keeping changes in Saudi environment at this moment? What's the growth plan like?
Yeah, I think we need to back to the Vision 2030, which is
Right.
focus about the transformation with automation. So this is what we are targeting, Mr. Mandoob. Still, the delivery field is sensitive, as I told you before, and one of our aims to focus about to reduce and solve the frustration in the existing stores. As you know, most of our competitors are focusing about commission. So still we are continue solving this issue by keeping the price equal to the store price without any commission. This is the first target. The second target is to reduce, and increase the sustainability of our customer. The third one with the loyalty program, direct connection with customer and carriers as well. Our plan and objective is clear to continue focusing about historically growth to operate in third country in GCC, and try to find any product supporting the Mr. Mandoob in going plan. Ranking wise will be the best and number one, inshallah.
Inshallah. And I wish all of you all the very best. I really want all of you to succeed and grow beyond your own planned projections. And we are happy to be of whatever help we can. Last question for each one of you, because all of you are WebEngage customers. Very quickly, just because the audience also is very curious about what is it that a tool like WebEngage helps you achieve, right? From a business perspective, from your growth ambition perspective, how we have played a role in the business. What is it that we exactly are doing, right? Would love to get each one of you to express your views so that the audience can place this right. So please.
If the gentlemen allow me here to answer first, I think one of the most important things for any startup, for anyone who's solving a problem, is to get back to the basics, solve the customer pain points. And when the pain points are big or the market is big, focus is hard. What really WebEngage helped us with is it helped us stay obsessed with the customer problem in the right manner, which is to really focus on the funnel, on the user journey. So we focus on it really helped us focus on the user journey from the moment he.
So is it Abdullah? Is it safe to say that the software is helping you with highlighting where the issues in the user journey are,
This is only one part of it. For
Okay.
me, I see the potential even beyond that. WebEngage help us focus really on the customer pain point, which is the basic if you're solving a problem.
Understood.
It helps us also focus on those pain points with real numbers, with real data analytics. So there is no place for assumptions, let's say. You can see each percentage from top of the funnel until the end of the funnel. That is actually
Absolutely.
in the conversion journey. And yeah, it helps us get to the basics. When we sit as a team analyzing, let's say, a lower conversion or
Yep.
perhaps a lower conversion point from step to another step in the funnel, it helps us just have a proper number to start from and improve.
Brilliant.
And
No,
this is in
absolutely.
startups, this is not an easy
It's not easy.
vibe to be with in the meeting room, you know. Without the proper tool,
Yeah.
sometimes you lose lots of time, like trying to reach to that point.
Yeah. No, thank you, Abdullah. Thank you so much. Really helps place this, right? Are you doing this on purpose? I said this is the last question. I'm finishing. Don't push me. Abdul, quick take.
I just will give them. Will give you the answer shortly. It's trying to our business or any business has too much data within the app. I think you are helping us to utilize as much as we can from our data that we already have in the application or the client behavior.
Putting the data to work.
Yeah.
Right? And I think from both of you, I'm hearing the same thing, which is largely having data visibility for the teams upfront and then putting it to work. Obaid, a quick view from you.
Yeah, I want to add to Abdullah and my colleague Abdulrahman. The segmentation is adding value, and this is our target actually, or one of our target with our connection with WebEngage. So I really appreciate and thank for this invitation. I hope to WebEngage all dreams coming well. Yeah, inshallah.
And absolutely, thank you so much to all of you, and thank you for being a wonderful audience.
WebEngage. Retention simplified.